Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Confidence is never a question when it comes to wide receivers, and these two are no different. It's elements, Patriots going up against Browns, Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Single receiver. Hey,
Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lewis. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field back then.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Third down and 5. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
They do go for it. It's Brady. This is caught. It's Cooks. It goes as a pickup of 23, and it'll give the Patriots a first down.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Javon Hargrave getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So the sack on first down there by the defense, and now it's 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Brady. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. A really nice gain of 25 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receiver's eyes when he's throwing the ball.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Ben to throw again. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
Easy. Left. All right, here we go. Easy, 2.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, earlier we mentioned Tom Brady being the oldest quarterback to start and win a playoff game as Patriots offense works their way back onto the field, Charles. It's now, for them collectively, 7 straight AFC championship appearances.
That's absolutely the charts amazing in this era of parity in the NFL. Because it's not supposed to be a super team, right? Not supposed to be a juggernaut. 7 straight AFC Championship game appearances. Phenomenal.
And the Jags playing in their first since 1999. They try again with Lewis. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. The swing pass caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Martellus Bennett, 33 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Going deep here for Bryant. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Brady, and he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a 1st down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniel McCullers busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, that's the 2nd time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Bryant with a catch right side. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. A very solid gain of 27.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 17-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Bell. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. But the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On the give, this is their fullback.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
20.
Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now he'll throw with Brady. And a dump off to White. And he's brought down. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about which time.
Back now in Pittsburgh. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Brady now on 1st down. Going underneath for Lewis. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They stay on the ground with White. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
And this one is right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, it's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Complete to Bryant. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. Pushing his way through. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now White. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down following the run. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. On 3rd down. It's White, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and his